Hello and welcome to today's Hindu newspaper analysis of the Delhi edition from front page. Okay, 14 February 2022 from the top headlines. Okay, fires contest in Goa, Uttarakhand today. Crucial second phase in UP stakes high for BJP, Congress, Aam Aadmi Party. Phase 2 of the 55 seats going to the polls on Monday in UP. The BJP won 38 in 2017, okay, followed by 15 by the Samajwadi Party and Goa. Goa and Uttarakhand too are going to the polls on Monday in a single phase. Okay, Goa. Polling for all 40 seats will take place on Monday in 2017. The BJP won 13 seats and the Congress 17. Okay, Uttarakhand. All the 70 seats are going to the polls on Monday. In 2017, the BJP won 57 seats and the Congress 11. Okay, in last constituency assembly elections. Okay, की कंटेस्ट इन यूपी। रामपुर में आज कड़ी टक्कर है, आपको पता है, ठीक। नागौर में आज कड़ी टक्कर है। उसके बाद में शाहजहांपुर में आज कड़ी टक्कर है और उसके बाद में बदायूं में कड़ी टक्कर है। महेश गुप्ता है, रईस अहमद, ओके, बीएसपी राजेश कुमार सिंह एंड ओके, बरेली कैंट सुनीता अरोन एंड अनिल कुमार वाल्मीकि बीएसपी में कड़ी टक्कर है। ये आज के कंटेक्स्ट है, समझ गए। सो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट रेडीज फॉर LIC लिसनिंग। ओके, अपोजिशन लीडर्स सीक असम CM अपॉलॉजी। ओके, सुप्रीम कोर्ट एग्जामिन एलेजेज subversion of MPLA. Okay, Stalin's back Mamta on CM meet. Okay, Chandranagore French heritage awaits facelift. The registry building was built in 1875. Okay, the registry building a two-story structure at the Chandranagore built in 1875 and a symbol of French settlement of the colonial town has been awaiting. Okay, has been awaiting restoration for a long time. Architects, heritage enthusiasts, West Bengal government officials and diplomats on several occasions in the past few years visited the crumbling building located on the stand opposite the Rani Ghat jetty on the banks of the Hooghly and promised to restore the structure. Okay. French ambassador to the Indian Emmanuel Lenian, who recently visited Kolkata, expressed hope that the restoration was moving forward nicely, emphasizing that the structure needed an urgent facelift. He said that the restoration of the building would be completed in two or 3 years. Okay. There were plans for having a cafe, restaurant and a boutique hotel with the architectural principle that the original structure, okay, unchanged. Mr. Lenian said the official of the French Institute in Delhi and those of the West Bengal government and experts were going to meet soon to decide on the restoration of this palace, heritage palace. Okay, architects from France and India were working on the project, and the French embassy, the government and the other stakeholders had identified a prominent hospitality groups as a sponsor of the project. प्रपोजल को एक्सटेंडेड किया गया है। Officials of the French consulate in Kolkata said that an agreement for the restoration project was drawn up in February 2019. After the memorandum of understanding lapsed in March 2021, as not much progress, okay, could be made because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The proposal was extended for another 30 months. Okay. Chandranagore or Chandranagar was the first trading post on the eastern bank of the Hooghly. Okay, set up by the French in 1696. Okay, Chandranagore is the first place which is the set up by French East India Company in 1696. Okay, remember There are several buildings in the town that are a reflection of the rich architectural heritage of the town. Okay, other than the buildings and structures that have been given the heritage tag, 99 Indo-French heritage structures have been identified to be restored. Okay, restored. So this is Maze historical Chandranagore, important for the historical point of view. India non-committal on funding curves on UK NGO. What is this? UK officials discussed foreign funding restriction placed on Oxfam and other British NGO, with India latest week requesting Union Home Ministry to reconsider its decision to deny Oxfam India's registration renewal application under the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, also known as FCRA. The request came during a virtual meeting British Parliament. Okay, British Permanent Home Secretary Matthew Rycroft had with the Union Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla, one of a number of high-level exchanges ahead of possible visit by the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who is the party belong to the Conservative Party in British democracy. Okay, the issue was raised by United Kingdom officials, and they were explained the process of FCRA. Okay, a government source told the Hindu. The source confirmed that the request had been made, but adding that India had given the British side no assurances on whether the cases would be revived, as the Home Minister had decided to do with the missionaries of the charity, whose registration request was denied around the same time but subsequently restored. Okay, restored. So these are the top headlines from the top Hindu newspapers, top front page. Okay, schools for junior classes to open today's government encourage counseling. Okay, rescuing runaway children from Delhi railway station, 70-year-old killed in robbery bid, especially alleges discrimination. Why? Support pours in online to boycott the restaurant manager regrets on Facebook page. An outing with friends on Friday at Cyber Hub here turned out to be a nightmare's experience for a young woman after she was denied entry to a restaurant Rasta Gurgaon. Okay, Rasta Gurgaon for being a wheelchair user. After the woman shared her ordeal on the microblogging site Twitter, the incident ignited debate and furor with calls to boycott the restaurant. The woman, who identifies herself as Srasti on Twitter, said, she was fully sad and felt disguised, not important. Okay, fires breaks out in Uttam Nagar, shops 3 rescued. DDA land polling policy seems to have hit and dead end. Okay, Supreme Court to hear Tanjore death case today. Why? What was that Tanjore death case? Tamil Nadu government had challenged a High Court order to transfer probe to CBI. The Supreme Court on Monday is scheduled to hear an appeal filed by the Tamil Nadu to stay Madras High Court order. Okay, transferring the investigation into the death by the suicide of a 17-year-old Tanjore student to the CBI. Amid controversy sparked by a private video on social media in which the girl allegedly, said she was asked to convert to Christianity. The case is before a bench of Justice Sanjeev Kumar Khanna and Bela Yam Trivedi. The state government, represented by Advocate Joseph Yes Aristotle, has argued that there was no reason for the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court to hand over the case to the central agency. The Tamil Nadu government has challenged a series of interim order passed by the High Court on January 2021, January 21, January 22, January 24, 2022. Okay, it has also asked the apex court to set aside the January 31st order of the High Court transferring the case to the CBI, expounding certain observations made by the single judge, including the police were attempting to the derail the investigation. Mr. Aristotle said the dying declaration made by the student did not talk about any conversion. He contended in the capital that private video had surfaced after she died on January 19. Shut down over lynching. शिवपाल campaigns for अखिलेश सरकार in Uttar Pradesh. Samajwadi Party looks to avoid split in Yadav vote and send a message of unity to its votes bank. This is the right and diplomatic strategy for the political candidates. In his constituency areas, high schools in Udupi to continue with dress code. This is the order of the Honorable Supreme Court. Hearing by yesterday days. A peace committee meeting held in Udupi under the leadership of Udupi MLA K. Raghupati Bhatt on Sunday decided that high school that have prescribed a dress code. Students bearing student bearing uniforms in classroom. Students bearing uniforms in classroom should continue to follow it when the reopen on Monday. The meeting decided that schools that have not prescribed any dress code will follow the existing system as per the interim order of the High Court of Karnataka. Representatives from different organizations, and parties, religious leaders, officials, and police took part in the meeting, Mr. Bhatt said on Monday. All tehsildars in the districts have been asked to take steps to maintain law and order in their talukas, ensure peace and harmony on school premises. Mumbai, this is the urge by the Mumbai to the all students from saffron shawls for the saffron shawls and hijabs. Ask the high school in Karnataka are reopening on Monday amid a row over dress code. Chief Minister Basuraj Mumbai has instructed deputy commissioners, ESP and education department officials to not only coordinate among themselves but also visit the schools to ensure prevalence of harmonious conditions. High schools are being reopened from tomorrow. I am confident that the classes will held peacefully, Mr. Mumbai told reporters in the Hubali. The DCSP, the district collector and the superintendent of police and officials of the education department have been instructed to work in coordination and visit the schools to create harmonious coordinations, he said. A decision on reopening of PU colleges would be taken after reviving the situation, he said, expressing concerns over misleading and provocative posts on social media. He said various kind of news are being spread on the hijab issue on social media. Police officials are monitoring it. Normalcy should be restored in schools and colleges. Our present priority is to create a conducive atmosphere for students to pursue their studies. It may be noted in the state government that declared holiday for high schools and PU colleges after its order on dress code created unrest. Kobind unveils gold Ramanujacharya statue. काफ़ी चर्चा में है. Benue will become a spiritual destination. Mr. Sri President Ramnath Kovind during Sri Ramanujacharya Sahstrabdi Shamaroh in Munkinital on the outskirts of Hyderabad. President Ramnath Kovind has expressed confidence that Sri Nagaram, the venue of the Statue of Equality, the 216th, okay, Panchaloda statue of the poet saint in Ramanujacharya would be the renowned spiritual destination for the people from across the country and abroad. इसका मतलब है कि देश और दुनिया से आने वाले लोगों के लिए एक महत्वपूर्ण ओके पर्यटन स्थल बन गया है. श्री रामा नगरम वेयर 108 Baisarwide shrines have been set up along with the Statue of Equality. Okay, was sure to known land of devotion and equality, which is the cornerstone of our democracy. The president formally inaugurated the 120 kg statue of Sri Ramanujacharya made of gold as part of the Sri Ramanuja Sahasrabdi Samaroh, okay, marking the 1000 years of the birth of the saint poet and okay, Muchintal in Telangana on Sunday. Tridani Chinna Iyer Swami explained the highlights and significance of the Sri Rama Nagaram. The president visited the 108 shrines and the venue where Lakshmi Narayan Yagam was conducted for 12 days. The president, along with his wife, was received by Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. He was accompanied by Governor Tamilisai Soundararajan and Minister T. Srinivas Yadav during his visit to Muchintal. Speaking after visiting Sri Ramanagaram, the president said Sri Ramanujacharya was not only his singular contributions to philosophy but also showed the relevance of philosophy in day-to-day life. What was being called philosophy in the West and been reduced to a subject of scholarly study but be called darshan, not a matter of dry analysis. It is a way of looking at the world and also way of life, he said. Under construction tunnel collapse in Madhya Pradesh is not important. Let's going to the editorial section. Editorial section is most important from today Monday's Hindu newspaper. Okay, in Uttar Pradesh, the crux of welfare politics. उत्तर प्रदेश में राजनीति, कल्याणकारी राजनीति का क्रक्स क्या है देखिए. द बीजेपी फार्मुलेशन of social welfare politics melded with the Hindutva faces a stress test in the elections. What is the crux of this article? The Bharatiya Janata Party is fighting the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections on two main planks. भारतीय जनता पार्टी उत्तर प्रदेश का इलेक्शन दो धड़ों पर लड़ रही है. पहला धड़ा क्या है? हिंदुत्व एंड सोशल वेलफेयर्स. हिंदुत्व और सामाजिक कल्याणकारी क्रियाओं को दे रहा है, अपनी योजनाओं को गिना रहा है. दीज ट्विन पिलर्स ऑफ द बीजेपी पॉलिटिकल मोबिलाइजेशन आर ऑफन ट्रीटेड एज सेपरेट कैटेगरीज एनालिटिकली. ओके, हैज द डीपर पॉलिटिकल एंड आइडियोलॉजिकल क्रक्स ऑफ बीजेपी वेलफेयर पॉलिटिक्स हैज लार्जली बीन मिस्ड. समझ गए? व्हेन हिंदुत्व कार्ड प्ले बाय द बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट एट दैट टाइम ड्यूरिंग when you assembly elections going on in Uttar Pradesh assembly elections. Okay, this is the major important issue from here, more than populism. However, a more careful analysis would reveal how the BJP particular brand of welfare politics is not merely electoral populism. Especially in Uttar Pradesh, BJP welfare regime centered on direct benefit transfers, on also known as DBT, has been designed as part of an ideological project that seeks to reshape the political identity of the welfare recipients. Welfare recipients and neutralize the basis on which a successful political challenge to हिंदुत्व can be mounted. समझ गए? जिसके आधार पर हिंदुत्व को सफल बनाया जा सकता है. दो राजनीतिक हथियारों को बीजेपी चल रही है उत्तर प्रदेश में. ये तो पिछड़े और दलित लोगों को हिंदू मुख्य विचारधारा में शामिल करने की कोशिश कर रही है, और दूसरी कि अपनी सामाजिक और कल्याणकारी योजनाएं जनता को दिखाकर और डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट जैसी पॉलिसीज को लाकर लोगों के खाते में नगद बैलेंस भेजकर ये वोट बटोरने की कोशिश कर रही है. इन एन इन्फ्लुएंशियल वर्क, द पोलिटिकल साइंटिस्ट कंचन चंद्रा had demonstrated the basis of the success of the ethnic or caste-based parties, using the Bahujan Samajwadi Party as a case study. Okay, in later periods, the essence of Professor Chandra's argument was that voters mainly do not vote for ethnic parties out of the deep psychological attachments, but because they expect to receive a greater government benefits from their co-ethnic representatives. Okay, since the government programs were have been made by enormous bureaucratic discretion, inadequate information and poor transparency, voters found that the most reliable way to access welfare benefits was patronage transactions with their co-ethnic, okay, co-ethnic parties. Okay, thus the characterize India as a patronage democracy, एक संरक्षक लोकतंत्र है. This patron client relationship have been a central part of the Uttar Pradesh politics since the time of the Congress dominance. Okay, in early 70s and early 90s, when government benefits were routed through the upper caste controlled party machine, when backward caste parties, the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samajwadi Party to helm the state, the group were similarly mobilized through caste based patronage networks. Okay, caste thus become the most salient political identity, the arbiter of access to the state, and hence the basis of the political competition. Direct cash transfer. What is the real meaning of the direct cash transfer? Okay, the welfare regime instituted by the double engine government of the Uttar Pradesh seeks to change all that by the downgrading, if not eliminating, the role of the caste networks in assessing most welfare benefits, and welfare benefits have been reconceptualized to a large extent as direct cash transfer. The middlemen have been replaced by the digital regime, the Jandhan Aadhaar Mobile, also known as JAM Trinity, establishing a direct connection between the state and the welfare recipients. Okay, समझ गए? recipients मतलब जो पात्र होते हैं, लाभार्थी. At present, the Uttar Pradesh government is directly passing money to the accounts of the people on 36 scheme through direct bank transfer. Okay, this not only includes centrally sponsored schemes such as Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, and the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, also known as Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Yojana, but also various allowances disbursed by the state government. A few months ago, the Yogi Adityanath government disbursed rupees 1,100 to parents for purchasing school uniforms for his children. Okay, in a January, 1,000 rupees were reportedly transferred to the accounts of 1.5 crore unorganized workers in the state. Okay, in the tangible asset creation such as houses and toilets, the government's role is limited to transferring money into the accounts of beneficiaries. Government का रोल लिमिटेड है, लिमिटेड पैसा भेजा जा सकता है. These cash handouts, along with an expanded and digitized provisioning of rations, have been described as having created a new political constituency for the BJP, termed as Labharthi or welfare recipients. This would be a somewhat inaccurate interpretation. The political identity that the BJP seeks to nurture among these voters is still a Hindu political identity. What welfare provisions in a universal and programmatic manner do dilute the political silence of the caste identity? क्या ये कल्याणकारी और सार्वभौमिक योजनाएं उत्तर प्रदेश में एक साइलेंस एंड कास्ट बेस्ड आइडेंटिटी को बढ़ावा देती हैं, क्लीनिंग द वे फॉर द हिंदू डिस्कोर्स ऑफ द political transformation of the backward caste and Dalit into the Hindu. Okay, समझ गए? Backward caste and the Dalit caste, okay, carried by the upper Hindu caste to merge in his mainstream lines. Okay, thus both welfare politics and Hindutva work in tandem. Okay, in the fashioning a singular political constituencies of Hindu voters. Even all the Dalit and backward peoples are also Hindu people. Okay, this is the campaign started by the BJP and RSS. Patronage networks, of course, one of, okay, none of this is to say that the Uttar Pradesh has reached some patronage utopia, let alone a past, okay, post caste one. Patronage networks are still well entrenched in the political economy of Uttar Pradesh, helping funnel a range of public goods such as government contracts in rural infrastructure. A study in 2018 of the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana by researchers at, okay, Princeton University had revealed that when members of the Legislative Assembly and the district collector shared a surname, a contractor with the same surname was more likely to be awarded a contract. समझ गए? जब भी एमएलए और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर के द्वारा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिया जाता है, उनके ही सरनेम से मिलते हुए नाम को दिया जाता है. ये भी एक भेदभाव है. समझ गए? स्टिल द डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ ओके पैट्रोनेज नेटवर्क्स, ओके, फ्रॉम लार्ज swathis of welfare delivery is a qualitative change which is sharpening the patterns of the political mobilization of the BJP in UP for distinct ways. First, the party has been weakened at the local level where MLA and district party functionaries have lost their power as intercessors and mediators in the welfare delivery process. A centralized bureaucratic structure oversees these welfare schemes. The role of the local party machinery is merely to act as a marketing wing for these schemes. लोकल पार्टी का सिर्फ मार्केटिंग करना भर एकमात्र रह गया है. विच आर पर्सनली आइडेंटिफाइड विद द आदित्यनाथ एंड प्राइम मिनिस्टर बीजेपी लीडर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी. दस द पैटर्न क्लाइंट रिलेशनशिप okay, at the ground level is dissolved in favor of building up the persons of the twin benevolent rulers on the top, backed by a massive advertising blitz and under whose names the BJP seeks its votes. यहाँ बेसिकली इस बात को निराधार ठहरा, इस बात को आधारभूत ढांचा मान लिया जाना चाहिए कि बीजेपी और उसकी स्थानीय स्तर की राजनीति में कहीं न कहीं क्लाइंट, पैट्रन और क्लाइंट का रिलेशनशिप दिखता है. वो कॉन्टैक्ट और ज़्यादातर बड़े बड़े उच्च पद उन्हीं को देता है जो उनके सरनेम से मिलते जुलते होते हैं. दिस इज द पैट्रन क्लाइंट रिलेशनशिप. ओके, सेकेंड, द बीजेपी इज लेस डिपेंडेंट ऑन कल्टिवेटिंग ए स्पेक्ट्रम ऑफ बैकवर्ड कास्ट बैकवर्डशिप टू द मोबिलाइज बैकवर्ड कास्ट वोट्स देन इट वाज इन द previous election when it had inducted a number of such leaders from the other parties. Many of these leaders, such as Swami Prasad Maurya and the Dharam Singh Saini, have now left the party, okay, complaining of having received little substantive power. Okay, the party believes it can weather this exodus, or it has managed to create in its own party base, okay, among these communities, fulfilling their material needs, welfare and psychological needs through Hindutva. Okay, through the Hindutva iconic neglect of public goods. Third, the flip side of lavish spending on cash transfers has materialized in an abject neglect of public goods such as education and health. While it is true that the state capacity in these sectors in UP was always quite poor, the dramatic collapse of the healthcare structure, okay, sector during the second wave of COVID-19 did provide a political narrative to the opposition. Okay, to the opposition. There is also little room left to the expanded the state sector to ameliorate the unemployment crisis, another hot button issue of this election. Okay. Fourth, the BJP welfare politics is on its weakest ground, where the presence of bureaucratic interface and organized interests are unavoidable. चौथा कारण जो है वो बीजेपी की कल्याणकारी राजनीतिक जो योजनाएं हैं वो कमज़ोर हो चुकी हैं. ओके, प्रेजेंस ऑफ ब्यूरोक्रेटिक इंटरफेस और जो नौकरशाही इंटरफेस है लोकल स्तर पर उसको अनअवॉइडेबल किया गया है. सच इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सेक्टर बिग फार्मर्स स्टिल ऑर्गेनाइज themselves into unions and get the best deal out of the government. और उन्होंने किसान संगठनों ने एक अलग संगठन बना लिया है और वो कड़ी टक्कर दे रहे हैं सरकार को. इट इज़ नॉट ए कोइंसिडेंस दैट दीज पैट्रोनेज नेटवर्क्स वर देन द रिमेन टारगेट ऑफ द हार्म रिफॉर्म्स and it was also these sections that were at the forefront of the farmers' protest. When the Prime Minister spoke last week in Parliament, he repeatedly mentioned small farmers trying to bypass, the big and organized farmers in his outreach. These small and marginal farmers are also the core beneficiaries of the Narendra Modi flagship scheme towards the farming community, an annual ₹6,000 transfer through the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. Okay, these are the top schemes which is started by Government of India in later periods. Even as the BJP quite overtly indulges in elaborate caste strategies for electioneering, it maintains that it is the only party to above Jatiwada or caste favoritism. It also tries to convince the subaltern caste that the cash transfer they have come to routinely expect are an outcome of double engine government in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and therefore might come to be stop under a new regime. Okay, the ideological challenge that the BJP Hindutva faces in states such as Uttar Pradesh, the ideological challenge that the BJP Hindutva faces in states such as UP is to hold down the resurgence of multiple political identities among the electorates. It is an enormous task, and the social welfare politics has been melded with Hindutva for extra reinforcement. This is the ideological crux of the BJP welfare politics, whose effectiveness is being stress tested in the caste cauldron of the Uttar Pradesh elections. This article basically is written by Asim Ali, is a political researcher and columnist based in Delhi. A dipping graph. Another article. A dipping graph in occupational safety and health. What is this? There is a need for a comprehensive review of the labor inspection and the labor statistical system in India. What is the crux of this article? Okay, basically this article is written by K.R. Shyam Sundar, is most important. It is a fact that while industrial accidents occur often, only major accidents in construction or in a hazardous industry are reported. Okay, report 2021 released by Safe in India report in this daily portrayed dismal picture concerning occupational safety and health in the auto sector. However, occupational safety and health, also known as OSH, has not received due attention from lawmakers and even trade unions in India. Okay, occupational safety and health, is an essential human labor right. There are two primary requirements to ensure safe workplaces. That is a strong monitoring. This is the first. And comprehensive data base for frame corrective actions and policies. It becomes important then to understand the statistical profile relating to the industrial accidents in India and the quality of inspections. Many shortcomings. क्या क्या कमियां हैं इसमें? क्या क्या कमियां हैं इस प्रकार के सेफ्टी हेल्थ में? स्टैटिक्स concerning industrial accidents are produced by the Labor Bureau. It compiles and publishes data on industrial injuries relating to only a few sectors, that is factories, mines, railway, docks and ports. But the data suffer from several shortcomings. It is inexplicable why the Labor Bureau has not considered expanding the scope of statistics on injuries by adding sectors such as plantations, constructions, the service sector, etc. Okay, even the data it produces is not representative of the situation in India, as several major states default in the provision of data to the Labor Bureau. For example, during 20 during 2013 and 14, several major states such as Delhi, Gujarat, Kerala, Odisha, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal defaulted. Then the all India statistics was reduced to that extent. Okay, it is not surprising that the number of fatal injuries declined from an average of to 21,370 during 2010 and 2015. Data on states here, it is not compulsory to read that all the datas. Okay, point should be noted from here. What is point should be noted from here? Given the above statistical facts,